First down, dogs.
All right, here we go. West Industry Athletics. Divisional weekend. The band is back together.
Wild card.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling back in my natural seat. You guys looked weird last week.
I'm feeling
maybe not as weird as fucking we look this week, but we'll get to that. Right?
I feel much better in this seat.
Yeah?
Well,
you did a good job.
Thank you very much.
Everybody did a good job. Appreciate you guys stepping up. But I'm back. I'd say I'm, 98%, whatever. COVID's tried to get me. I've gotten every variant. I've caught them all. It's like fucking Pokemon.
You're protected now, though, big time. You're protected big time.
That's what he said. That's what he said last year, probably too. That's what I said last year.
Till the fucking beta variant comes or whatever the fucking next one is.
They're way past B.
But I think I'm good. I've gotten out all of my sicknesses. I've used up all of my fucking vacation and sick time for the year. It's the third week of January. Really put a hex on us when I said we were fucking rolling along.
Yeah, we hit a wall fast.
Mush the shit out of that.
We hit a wall fast. But we got through it.
But we're back, and it feels good. I'm excited. And what a fucking weekend we had, and what a weekend we have coming up. This guy's laughing as well. I'm not going to address this yet. All right, no, we gotta bring it up. AJ did a nice job last week in terms of I don't know.
The games that he put in for the show, at least.
Sorry, the Cowboys your own team couldn't help you out.
Yeah.
But you look good.
It's kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah.
A little heartbroken here. And this isn't helping my ego at all. All dignity I had is lost right now, gentlemen.
I mean, can you tell us who you're wearing tonight? Is that Diane von Furstenberg?
Oh, you're making me nervous.
Coles?
It's Debbie Glass.
Well, nice choice. We appreciate it. I mean,
I would have went to the tanning booth before tonight if I was him.
Or any time ever in your entire life.
What? They that white?
Yes.
They're white.
You glow in the dark.
They're all white. You look good, though.
You do.
Don't have a Welch on a bet, right?
Nope, never.
Nice.
Even though nobody
Probably
really forced you to do it. You kind of just offered it yourself.
You guys had me so pissed off.
I don't even think it was me.
It was him. It was Sean.
It was 100% me.
I blacked out, and I just started saying things, and this just so happened to be one of the things I said.
And then at one
I
point,
forced this bet on myself.
You did. And at one point, I was trying to say, Tripp doesn't have to do anything if Dallas wins, and it just got passed by.
Yeah, I'm good at that. Just change the subject. Let's go. We're moving on.
Great.
On to the winners.
It's almost like he wanted to wear the dress a little bit, right? It's been a few weeks since he worn one. All right, anyway.
Dallas.
How's everybody feeling?
I feel great.
All right. No FanDuel burnout. 2 weeks in a row, we didn't really address the fact that it's legal.
Oh, my God.
Or maybe we did.
Did we?
I mean,
We did the first week. We talked about it briefly. Last week, I don't even think we touched on it. Yeah, I'm burnt out. We were talking about I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done with it.
this is the last show?
I can't. It's too much. It's way too much. I'm all over my fucking sheet. I send you guys my sheet every week, and there's usually a lot of bets on there. This week, I needed like 3 pieces of paper. It was fucking crazy. And
Go ahead.
I can't watch the games the same way I used to watch the games, or like do enjoy watching the game, where you get into the flow of the game. You don't care who scores because you're rooting for a team or a side. And this way, my team is down in the end zone, and I'm like, all right, throw it to this guy, and fucking, I hope there's fucking safety here on the 15-yard line.
Or a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, because I have that in some crazy parlay for $10 billion.
I feel like it's my first new toy in a really long time. Like, I'm not a car guy. I'm not any of that, but I feel like it's my first new toy. Way better than horse racing. Like, I've been doing that forever, but you don't always want to be a part of it. I just went off this weekend and really made it like I didn't even know how to bet. I didn't even know how to bet. It was like my first time ever. It felt like it was embarrassing.
I knew I had a problem when. Obviously the dress when it's a Monday afternoon and I'm laying on my couch at 3 p.m. screaming at James Harden, calling him a fat slob because he can't grab one more rebound from my parlay.
It's a way to celebrate MLK Day.
Yep, exactly.
Very nice.
I'm glad I am only.
Speaking of which, did you see
what?
Ravel's tweet today that he had to delete, or was it today or yesterday?
Oh boy, I hate this.
He said something. He posted a tweet and someone calls him a racist. And his response to the tweet was like, "Oh, you're gonna call me a racist on today of all days, on Martin Luther King Day, when you know that I have the largest collection of Martin Luther King memorabilia and I have several black friends." And he tweeted it like it was a serious tweet. And he just got dragged for about a half hour. He ended up deleting the tweet and deleting the original tweet.
Lost all of his fans.
How does that guy have a job?
He doesn't have any.
Let's just say
Everyone just
lost
hate
10 of
follows.
them. Yeah. Well, that was a great story.
You were a big winner, though.
Yeah, all right. So we're not really burnt out on FanDuel. I'm excited. You just got to find your groove.
I'm super excited.
I've had it once before, so like
I'm trying to find it.
Hey, you're going to be fine. We have Knicks plus 118 on Thursday.
Yeah,
okay?
I know, but that's the gimme. I mean, I got to win these 3-leg, 4-leg parlays. You know.
you got to settle in. You got to get the betting on field goal overs and shit out of your system.
Yeah, I did it last night, and it didn't work. That's what I did. I was like, I need a win. Let me go field goals. It didn't work. No, my parlays were all over the place, and I'm going to try and do single game parlays this week coming up.
Very adult of you.
Thank
All right,
you.
so bet recap. From the bed, on Oxy, on all kinds of medicine. Once again, I win 3-1.
Did you bring any for this week?
I mean, maybe we'll see. After the show, might have taken it already. So I'm 3-1 last week. I lose with my over, and then everybody else goes 2-2.
Not terrible.
No, you guys fucking suck.
Not terrible. I was 0-2 going into Sunday. I was super nervous. We're not doing the underwear thing for 0-4, right?
No.
No. Okay.
Whoa.
Just the dress.
We've got our thing for the season.
Whoa,
Yeah.
You know.
You had to lose
We've got
5.
shock value.
What about you throw in the prop bets too that we're placing on the weekend, then you could hit an 0-5.
Listen, those prop bets doesn't stop. There's so many options.
Yeah, when I'm searching for safeties, I'm trying to parlay no safety in this game versus an overtime play in this game.
This guy was playing defensive tackles over here.
I did that for the Pittsburgh game.
I didn't hit one of those.
No.
It's a crazy bet.
Yeah. All right, so everybody goes 2-2. The record, somehow we decided on the week that I was out, we're resetting for the playoffs. So there's
One
really
person decided that.
nothing to talk about there, which is fine. So nothing there. Next week we'll get into our playoff.
We know who
records.
the winner was, and now it's playoff season.
Now I'm going to dominate you, motherfuckers.
Speaking of records, I counted up my losses this year. I had 11 losses attributed to the Giants. That was me picking the
Just the Giants alone.
Just the Giant game was 11.
Bro, let it go. What do you mean? You went back and counted
Yes,
up?
because I'm so hyped that we picked the locals.
Jesus, bro. You
11
came in last.
times,
It's
11.
over. Let it go. We
did.
all had good seasons.
We all had very good seasons. You
Except for
just
the
came
guests.
in last. And except for the guests.
So wild card weekend recap. We're going to go backwards. We're going to start with last night's game.
Oh, what a monkey wrench. All right.
That's right. You know,
All right,
back in the
all right.
seat, throwing curveballs,
Most memorable.
throwing sidearm. So the Rams and the Cardinals, not a tremendous amount to talk about here.
No.
But
just
Matthew
that
Stafford gets his first playoff win in 13 years, which is great.
It is great.
I'm excited for him.
Rams took care of business.
Rams, when they can run the ball, are one of the best teams in the league. When they don't run the ball, they forget to or they can't, they're not good.
Akers did much more than I expected.
He looks scary.
Yeah.
If they can play like that, they're a scary team. They're the team we thought they were at the beginning of the season.
And that
Yeah,
defense.
and the defense.
That defense is gonna. I mean, they're playing. It's just like NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
It's all or nothing right now. They're gonna play their best games.
They confused the shit out of. I mean, you know, the Cardinals
They
a
look
woeful
terrible.
second half of the season.
Terrible.
Took it right into the playoffs. Looked terrible, but they confused the shit out of them last
I
night.
wouldn't even say that. I think it was just Kyler Murray just was awful.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of him. I am not a fan at all of him. I do believe it's the Robinson Cano thing where the guy is very good and athletic, that it looks like he doesn't give a fuck. Because when you watch him play, it looks like he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, the better team won here. The better coach won in this game.
Yep.
And then
Absolutely.
moving on. Set up a big game this weekend. Rams versus Bucks.
And they couldn't get the over either.
Yeah. The Rams kind of stalled out.
They didn't pour it on. Oh man.
Sunday night, you got Kurt Money's Steelers and the Chiefs. 42-21 Chiefs in this one.
It was a pretty cool 17 minutes.
I mean, there's a terribly slow start to
It
the
was a
game.
pretty cool 17 minutes.
I was happy for you. The first half, the first quarter and everything, they're checking all the boxes. They're looking like, hey, this is everything that they needed to do to keep this a close game.
It was absolutely
they
that
did,
game.
but it was kind of I feel like everyone was just waiting for them to screw up, and
They got
the
a
Chiefs should
fucking
just take back
gift.
over.
Andy
Yeah.
Reid tries to jumpstart his offense with
They
a
got
trick
it
play.
100%.
TJ Watt picks it up, and it's like Steelers fans across this country were probably fucking going
100%.
nuts.
They got
and
a
they can't
gift.
do anything with it.
And then I told my wife, I said, I'm going out for a cigarette. I said, Casey's going to drive right now because that's exactly what happens when Pittsburgh gets the lead on any game. The next drive for the other team is going to be long, and they're going to get a touchdown. I walked back in. I said, they score yet? She's like, no, that's super close. game blew up after that. Pittsburgh Steelers wide receivers cannot catch the ball. I know that they are not. He's not throwing the ball more than 5 yards, but there's a couple first downs there that they could have got, and the ball was right there to get momentum and to get going, and they flooded.
They're not used to
and
the
then
ball being there.
And then
That's
they
the
got
problem.
burned.
Like, wait, I'm over the line of scrimmage and the ball's coming to me?
Come on.
I didn't expect this to
Come
happen.
on.
I mean, they scored 21 points. It's fucking amazing to me that they scored 21
Well, I mean,
points.
there was kind of throwaway touchdowns at the end.
Whatever.
But still,
Pat-
wide receivers are not good. I'm sorry.
Patrick Mahomes, off that TJ Watt, just ignited them. 404 yards, 5 touchdowns. They scored 6 straight touchdowns.
That fucking underhand touchdown was like the second time. Oh, and you know what? McKinnon, not even on the fucking team the entire goddamn year. That asshole plays the best game of his life. I can't stand that shit. I really can't stand that shit. You're getting
That's
a little
an angry
you're getting
fantasy guy right there.
You're getting a little Sunday Night Football. The motherfucker wasn't even on the team. And he comes in there and he blows them apart because he's this little guy that they weren't even fucking practicing for. And it threw their game off. Once that guy got started rolling, the game was over. I'm sorry. I had to go off on that rant. That guy pissed me off.
You don't even feel good for the guy?
Because you know why? He's going to disappear next week. That's what's going to happen. The guy's not even going to really get the ball.
So you're mad that some scrub dominated your team? Is that what it is?
100%.
Okay.
You're exactly
All
right. I'm mad that this scrub came in, dominated, just like that guy on Cleveland did that one fucking Thursday night. You'll never see him again. Killed it. That's what happened to the Steelers, and then they got burnt. Okay.
Well, Mahomes threw 5 touchdown passes in 11:31 of game time, and it's the fastest ever in NFL playoff history.
Sounds
to have
like back in the day.
5 touchdowns in 11 minutes of game
Lightning.
time. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Lightning.
Sounds like what they were doing a couple years ago.
Chiefs are on a roll. I mean, it's just all coming together at the right point. They really
is.
look the part right now.
But they got a tough matchup.
Yeah. Ben's career's over. Terrible performance, and we just never have to speak his name ever again.
Just have to, I'm sure I'll bring it up if we have a show next year. I will be praying for that guy when we have a shit quarterback.
The dress game. The 49ers and the Cowboys. 49ers win this one 23-17. What an absolute slop fest of a fucking game.
You really did not like this game.
Oh, it was atrocious. The penalties, the coaching on both sides of the ball. I mean, the 49ers go up 23-7, and then they just fucking let their foot off the gas, change the way they're playing.
Yeah.
It was unwatchable at one point.
I had the 49ers team total over 23.5.
So did I.
It was 23, right?
23 in the beginning of the third quarter. I'm like, oh, this is a fucking lock.
Fucking 49ers turn into a turtle and score in the last 25 minutes. It's embarrassing.
Disgusting.
Hey, guys, could we get a recap of the game from a Dallas fan who's wearing a dress right now? And he's still a Dallas fan. Here we
Yeah,
go.
Unfortunately, I am. You know what? To start, obviously, I'm used to it. This is the life
Wait,
of
you
a
used to
Cowboys
sitting
fan.
down in a dress?
Shut the fuck up. I'm used to it. It's year after year, heartbreak after heartbreak. You're going to lose like this. You know, last time they were in the playoffs 2 years ago, they played the Rams. Some fat running back ran for like 150 yards on them. I forgot his name. And they just ran out of time. This game, they were awful. Poorly, the worst coach game all year for the Cowboys. And they've had some freaking clunkers.
Yeah.
They lost by, 30 to the Broncos once? I was miserable from the first kickoff, and he saw every second of it.
Of this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was miserable. That's just how I was. I felt it coming into it. Dak Prescott didn't perform. It was a really, really shit pick. Jimmy G tried to let us back into this game. Kyle Shanahan tried to let us back into this game. The fourth quarter, even though I knew we had a chance because it seemed like both teams were coaching and
You
playing
should
to
have had
lose.
2 chances to the end zone. You should
yeah.
have.
The 49ers tried to let us win that game, and Mike McCarthy showed that he's still Mike McCarthy. And Kellen Moore, his offense, he's not as much of an offensive genius as people think he is.
I don't
And
understand
I
that.
think that lost him a head
Yeah.
coaching job
I don't understand why his name is being thrown out there. Like,
because he's a Dallas Cowboy, and Jerry
Katie
Jones
said
says
it a couple
he
weeks
can
ago.
push an agenda.
She said that a couple weeks ago. She goes, he's going to have a head coaching up. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. No chance. He's too young. She's like, no, I'm telling you. She was like, it's everywhere. It was everywhere. And then people are like, oh, that hurts his chances. Why the fuck did he have a chance?
yeah, I don't
Eric
Yeah.
Bieniemy's been the offensive coordinator for one of the best offenses in the history of the league for like 3-4 years now, straight. And he hasn't gotten a job yet. So Kellen Moore's ugly fucking teeth is supposed to get a job over him? No chance.
PMT had a good take on the Bieniemy's job that he's telling other teams that he doesn't want to be the head coach. He's
Okay.
getting $1 million to be the offensive coordinator
Yeah.
of the Chiefs. He's going to ride with
Andy Reid.
Andy
Heavy as the head
until
that wears
he
the
leaves.
crown.
And then take it over.
Yeah, which I think is a great take.
It's not a bad plan. How many more years do you think
You have
he
Pat
has?
Mahomes for the next 10
but
years at
Andy
least.
What did I
Reid's
say?
gonna-
What did I say
he's
the
gonna
other
coach
day?
till he
Like,
dies.
That's what I'm saying. How
every time I see Eric Bieniemy, though,
that's
I'm
gonna
like,
be in, like,
it's not
3
because
years.
he's fat, because I'm fat also, but I'm like, he just looks like a disappointing head coach. Wherever he's going to go, he's going to be a fucking.
it looks like Ray
disappointment.
Rhodes. That's what he looks like.
I got a question. You know how there's that ESPN analysis Booger, right?
Yeah, Booger McFarland.
Is there a referee named Booger that was doing I think they were doing
No.
one of the games, the Dallas game.
No, you're thinking of the freaking guy who the one who's in the Bengals game. They blew the call. The head.
Is
the
that
head guy.
Booger?
No, it's something like that. It's Boger or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was Booger.
And their crew is done for the playoffs.
They're done,
They're not allowed. They're not doing
Yeah.
another playoff game. But that Dallas game was watching. That was like for a Dallas fan. I'm watching him watch the game, and I'm enjoying every minute because now we have a bar full of people that everybody's rooting against him, and every single day it was like, oh, one first down closer to wearing a dress, stupid. Like the entire game was spent like that, but it was never completely over because the 49ers just kept letting him close.
Yeah.
So there was always that glimmer of hope, which is worse. Like you'd rather get blown up by 40. You'd rather be a Patriots fan or a Steelers fan.
Or still a fan. I hear you.
And like this slow death, like, we have a chance. Oh shit, we got the ball back. Up until 14 seconds left, you're like, they have a chance.
Yeah,
And then they run the quarterback sneak heard around the world.
it's crazy.
Mike McCarthy in yesterday's press conference said that they practice that every week at practice.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, or something like that.
Well,
He
it's
said.
smart.
He
Yeah, I
said
know.
that's what that's what you
just-
practice.
they just
But
didn't pay attention
you
to
have
the
no
time.
timeouts. Dak Prescott picks up the ball, hands it to his center. That's not
know
supposed
what?
to happen.
There was a famous article, famous interview. Tom Brady said, you know what the last play they would practice every day was? Victory formation, kneel down. Dallas is practicing a quarterback sneak during a 2-minute drill, and the Patriots during the dynasty were practicing how to win a game. That tells you everything you need to know about Mike McCarthy.
When are we allowed to ask him to go get us a beer?
As soon as you need a beer.
I got a juicy in the
Can't get him get up.
Why
Unless
not?
he's nuts.
Come on, he's got to go retrieve one once.
Yeah, not in that dress.
Yeah,
not
I was
in
gonna
that
say,
dress.
I could do it now, or you could wait till
Not
the
in that
break when I
dress.
change
All
into something a little bit longer.
We were saying
flowier.
it. We were saying it before, and I was reminded as I was laying in bed all weekend long is that what the playoffs does. You get 17 now, 18 weeks, and it's easy to hide as a not great quarterback or a not great coach. When you get to the playoffs, it's all out there, and that's what we saw this weekend. Great coaches win. Coaches on the upcoming win, and the quarterbacks who are not good and will never be good and will never win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but-
it comes out.
I hope
May
you're
I
talking
butt
about
in?
Carr.
It comes out.
I hope you're talking about Carr
But
as
all
well.
first-
Talking about
time
all
quarter-
these guys.
Are you
But-
talking about Dak Prescott?
Yeah,
You don't think he's a great quarterback?
no.
I think he's a good quarterback. I don't
He's a good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback.
He's
He
a
will
franchise-
never win a Super Bowl.
He's a franchise quarterback.
He will never win a Super Bowl.
If your franchise doesn't want to win Super Bowls, sure.
It's just obvious.
But you got to understand.
Good quarterbacks
first
take
time-
over. They make up for the mistakes the coaching mistakes.
True, 100%.
It's buffoonery out there with
But
some of these teams.
first-time quarterbacks and like rookie quarterbacks or first-time player quarterbacks all struggle. The numbers are astronomical against them.
Not all of them.
Not all, obviously not all of them. I'm talking about just a higher percentage. I'm
Yeah, of
talking
course.
70%
Definitely.
of first-time
You
and
can
rookie.
take that into account. That quarterback's been there. Like he's.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with your statement. I'm just saying the rookie quarterbacks and the first-time quarterbacks, you got to wait till the third playoff game.
It just
And
comes
then
out.
you
It's
can
a
go.
bad example. Jalen Hurts. Guy can't fucking hit a wide receiver.
You're absolutely
Yeah,
Jalen
no, he's not
Hurts,
good.
Carr. You're right, but I mean,
Jimmy G. I mean,
Yeah.
they had the run a couple years ago, but again, nobody's gonna tell him that was on Jimmy G's back. Like,
He's got Kyle Shanahan. He's got a run offense.
Right,
He's
exactly.
got good weapons. It's Jimmy G is the only thing that keeps the 49ers from being a real Super Bowl contender.
and that's the thing is he's one of those quarterbacks. He's not gonna win you the game, but he might not lose you the game.
Yeah.
And that as soon as you put the onus on him on that quarterback, like he's saying, you put that on them and you say, hey, we need a couple plays out of here. That's when they become that quarterback
well, I
that loses
mean,
the game for you.
look at it this way: you got Dak Prescott. He didn't have a running game. They didn't throw to CeeDee Lamb for 3 quarters. Right, their best player. You got whatchamacallit? What was the second game? Well, Mac Jones just sucked, but you got
Kyler Murray?
you got Burrows who threw to Chase. The game plan was to throw to Chase. They didn't mess around at all. They wanted to get first downs, and they ran Mixon. David Carr doesn't have a lot of weapons. They didn't use Waller until the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
They're not using the right people.
You get it, but that again, that could be on the coaches too, because
I'm not
that's why
you're
I
right.
love watching Andy Reid, because teams will be like, all right, fuck it, we're taking away Kelsey or we're taking away Tyreek Hill, and Andy Reid doesn't let you take that guy away because he somehow finds a way to get the guy in space with the ball near him. So he'll design a play. You might take if you put the guy at the X or the Y position all the way on the sideline. Okay, yeah, it's easy to take that guy away. But when you start putting him in motion and take him out of the backfield and then put him into the slot and start him at the H and motion him across, things like that. Now you open up space for him and you can find the way to get to the ball. So it exposes that bad quarterback because you can't overcome it. And I believe it really exposes bad coaching.
Yeah.
Like when you can't adapt and you can't adjust. And Kellen Moore couldn't. And Mike McCarthy, we know he can't.
That's clear. I mean,
there's just nowhere to hide in the playoffs.
It's been a problem all season for the Cowboys, especially. You know, they're one of the only good quote unquote contenders that can't seem to scheme Amari Cooper or CeeDee Lamb open. You know, you have these games where they'll have a catch, 2 catches for like 15 yards, and you're like, what the hell? You know, you have these great elite caliber players, wide receivers on your team, and you can't seem to just get them open.
Gallup shouldn't trump Lamb and
Dalton
Cooper
Schultz shouldn't be, your top receiver with 80 yards. You have arguably 2 top 15, 2 top 20 wide receivers. And
I agree.
You can't do anything with them some games.
So the Cowboys are going home. AJ's in a dress.
First
and the
dress.
Niners are going
Dresses.
to Lambeau on Saturday night.
Sparkly dress.
Next game, not a ton to talk about here. The Eagles and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay just dominates this one from the start, wins 31-15. Another case of Brady being Brady at 44 years old.
Jesus Christ. It's unbelievable. I told my wife the other night, right before the Steelers game, I said, Tom Brady's only 2 games away from the Super Bowl again.
It's unbelievable.
It's just unreal. And she's just like, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I mean, the Eagles didn't belong in the playoffs.
No.
It was interesting, like the last 2 hours on Sunday leading up to the game, it's like I hear people like, oh, the Eagles, like trying to talk themselves into taking the Eagles. I'm like, what is everybody doing?
You can't,
like,
you can't. They haven't beaten anybody. They
Because the point spread looks so good when you put your money in
I
there.
was telling you, I had picked the Bucks. I put the money in the Bucks early. I picked the Bucks in the show. Leading up to the game time, I did not feel good about it. I was second. I had the ultimate second guessing. Oh, fuck. Oh, man, the Eagles, it's 8.5 points. That's 2 scores. Oh, within 6 minutes, I was like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody at one point
Now I remember
said,
why I made those bets.
somebody at one point told me when we were all talking about games, they were like, it's going to rain in Tampa Bay. I'm like,
It was
okay. I'm like, all right. They never played in rain before? I'm like, that's going to affect the situation.
But it was the big thing was we were in 24-mile-an-hour winds and like 60, I think it was 63 degrees, 24-mile-an-hour winds and torrential downpour. And everybody would tell you, rain is fine, cold is fine,
Right.
heat is fine. It's wind that matters. It was
Right.
like, it's supposed to be windy. Like, that's going to be a problem. And it was the most perfect fucking day
gorgeous.
ever.
It was gorgeous.
Yes. The game started, I was like, fuck. Like, I've been reading all this shit.
It's crazy. He killed it.
Yep. So Tampa's hosting the Rams in the next round. Should be a great game. That was the draw the Bucks needed. I mean, just confidence boost.
That's something that's going to happen a lot, I feel like, over the next couple of years. Now that you have an extra week and you have the extra 2 teams, that's 7, that 2 versus 7. It's until you see a good, respectable 7 go in.
I mean, I think it helped them out last year when they played Washington.
Yeah.
And it was a struggle of a game,
absolutely.
and I think it helped them out.
It's like a get-right game in the playoffs. You just get that extra game to kind of get everything firing on all
You don't have to be
cylinders.
perfect to win.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Saturday night, Bills were just absolutely perfect. Absolutely amazing.
Literally.
No, literally perfect.
47-17. I don't even, everybody's like, the Patriots were embarrassed. I don't think it mattered who was on the other side of the fucking ball. The Bills were going to run through whoever they fucking put out there. They had something to fucking prove. The cold, it wasn't windy. They were saying it was going to be windy.
It wasn't windy at all.
It was cold. They had fucking no problem with it.
Nope.
Just firing on all cylinders. And Josh Allen was the absolute man.
I guarantee you, if you went through their locker room during the last week, there had to be 1,000 articles about the Patriot Bills game in the cold and with the wind and the snow or whatever. They had to be posted everywhere because the way they came out was like, they're fucking pissed.
They killed them. They killed them.
I don't think it mattered. Whoever they were putting out there, the Bills, is something to prove.
You're probably right.
Josh Allen, 21 for 25, 308 yards, 5 touchdowns, 6 rushes, 66 yards. Just dominant. The guy's a beast. He's huge.
He's good, and he doesn't give up the ball, man. His first 2 years in the league, he was giving up the ball like crazy, and he really
trying to do way too much.
Yep, and he took that down. I love the way they look. I thought it was great, even though I had the Patriots. I thought it was great.
Yeah, that was an all-time just bad beat, just sad bet. I was at work. I didn't really want to touch that game. I go to the bathroom. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Pats plus 4.5. We got this. Awful decision. Awful decision.
And then when the score was crazy, I bet the over at 21 and then like 25 and lost both. Like trying to get some money back. I was like, no way, no way.
Did you guys see Ryan Fitzpatrick in the stands
Yeah,
without a
yeah.
shirt on,
No.
going crazy? Yeah.
It wasn't really him.
No,
Yeah,
it was
him.
really him.
Yeah.
Really?
He's
loves
claimed
Buffalo.
that. Yeah, he loves Buffalo. It's his favorite city.
Bills with a monster game against the Chiefs this weekend. And then the first game that started off, last one here, the Raiders and the Bengals. Bengals win this one 26-19. The refs became the real star of this game, as we were saying before. Booger McFarland's.
I swear to God, I think his name was Booger.
I think it's James Boger or something.
All right. I thought it was Booger.
They blow an errant whistle, though. It's like, I was listening to some stuff this morning, and they were saying it's like, no matter which way that goes, like, it didn't decide the play. It was wide open, you know?
Right.
I mean, you could see the backs let up a little bit, but, like, he was making the play.
What's so
It was a
funny-
great fucking throw.
What's so funny is you see all these plays where the guys come in, they take 9 steps and hit the quarterback, or they hit a guy late out of bounds. Like, I couldn't stop. Yeah, he was out of bounds, but I can't stop my momentum. But a whistle comes in a cunt hair before the guy catches the ball. It's like, oh, I just stopped. It's like, what? On this play, you can't stop for 10 yards, but on this play, you stopped on a dime the minute you heard the first audible noise out of the way. Get the fuck out of here.
Bengals get their first playoff win since before you could text. Just a huge win. For them.
Way before you could text.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the?
I was most happy for them this weekend. It was exciting.
I mean, being a Pittsburgh fan, it's like, but I like Burrows. I like Chase. I was glad that they beat the Raiders, even though I had the Raiders money line. What am I talking about?
No, I was not
talking
happy
about.
I
I was
really-
not
yeah,
happy
that
about
was-
this
I mean,
game.
because I wanted that.
But hey, again, the Raiders stayed in it until the last possible play, just like we said they would.
Yeah.
It just didn't go their way.
They did, but Carr is not good,
No.
and his eyeliner has got to go.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
it can't be.
Hair
It's,
design.
it's
It's
gotta
gotta
be
go.
natural.
The Bengals couldn't put the game away, though. Like, they got in the red
Yeah.
zone, like, so the field goals, it was killing
Yeah.
me. I'm like, I know how this is going to go.
Well,
I know how this
that's
is
how
gonna go.
every Raiders game has gone.
Yeah.
So that's why I was comfortable with the.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite bets of the whole weekend because I was like, the Raiders they're that team. They won't go away. They'll keep it close. They'll be scary at the end.
And
they
the
did
line
everything
moved
we
the
said.
most
Yeah.
in that game, I
Yeah.
think.
It was
right?
all over the place.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
I had to hold back from texting you guys because, like, it was like the third quarter. I'm like, I know how this is going to end.
And
the
the,
backdoor cover is coming, and it almost did.
but the
almost
Bengals
did.
did dominate the game.
They dominated.
It was never close.
Dominated.
Until-
Right out of the gate.
Right.
Took the ball,
Yep.
went down the field, scored right away.
And I like how both teams. I mean, listen, it wasn't the greatest game in the world, but both teams stuck with their running game. Cincinnati ran Mixon. Raiders kept on running Jacobs to keep it that way.
Hit my over. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, this is going to be...
That's how I know exactly how many yards the guys have now. It's no longer do I have to watch SportsCenter 3 times, on Monday. Now I'm just like I know exactly what that guy had because I had a lot of money on that. And as soon as a guy doesn't throw for 268 passing yards, fuck him, he's a bum.
Did you get the Dak under prop?
Yeah, he did.
That was a good bet.
Barely.
Yeah.
Barely.
No,
but
that last drive was.
Yeah.
If he throws a pass on that instead of running
Yes.
like a fucking
oh, you mean
dipshit,
if he
I'm
tried?
done.
You mean
Or
if he
if they-
tried
if they
to win the
clock it.
game?
Yeah,
If they clock it and he throws, up to the goal line,
Yeah.
he would have lost.
It was
absolutely.
like 15 yards, right?
Within
15 yards.
that was the worst for me that night. Is probably 45 seconds after the game actually ends. I'm still trying to process that whole spike and everything.
Right.
And Sean's got his piece of paper out. He's checking all his bets. He goes, "Tell me how many passing yards Prescott had." What was he's like, how many rushing yards did Zeke have? And I looked at him. I'm like, this is a real bad time. Give me like 10 minutes, please. He asked me a couple more, and I just
He's
looked at him.
got
I
that
said,
piece of
I'll
paper.
close out later. I'm gonna go to another bar and get really drunk. I'll be back.
I
He's
just
got that piece of paper like he's fucking calling plays off.
great. I love it.
It's like a piece of cardboard, too.
I just
because
need-
I'm working behind the bar, I can't keep checking my phone with all the bets. So I put it on one paper. Like even if it's on my phone, I had to scroll like 1,000 times to get to my bets because there's 1 or 2 in there. So having it on a paper, now I could write, and I love to write my in red pen. I write an L if I lose,
like he's
and a
grading
green
papers.
Yes, or a green W next to the ones I win.
No, you go in and he's like, he's like, what can I get you? And he talks from behind. He's calling a play.
I sat down. It's folded up piece of paper.
Yeah.
Just slides it across the bar.
Because
to me,
every
and
time
I'm
I come in, like, who do we
"The
have
hell is
today?
this?"
I'm like, this is a lot easier. Who do you have? Here's everything I
Do
have.
you have a green pen, a red pen, and a black pen? in
No,
your
I have
pocket?
one of those pens with all the things
No,
on
you
the side.
do not.
You used to get those at book fairs in
That's
elementary
hilarious.
school.
Blue, red, green, and I think there's one other
Yellow.
one.
Wow,
Yeah, it's
Usually
yellow.
yellow.
Yes, it's yellow on there.
that's amazing. That is amazing.
All right, so that's it. Great weekend and another great weekend coming up. So coming back with the picks.
It better be a great weekend.
I mean, I cannot see how it
It has to be.
All
It
right.
has to be.
This dress is really itchy. Can I?
Switch it to another dress.
I just want to shout out real fast, Nick from Island Kava, as part of Jits and Tits. I hate you for this, Nick. I hope you listen to this.
What, did you place a bet with them too?
No,
You're going to have to wear a dress on Sunday when they record?
I don't know. I walked in, and as soon as I walked into Kava, he was like, "Hey man, can't wait to see you in a dress." And he was just going at me all week for it. Sunday was bad.
Let's take a step back, right?
Okay.
So, like, you say, I think this is more of a general question, right? Like, what's your go-to bet thing? Like, I find it very interesting. It says a lot about you that you went right to the dress.
Yeah.
I go to, like, underwear, tattoo,
Tattoo's a big one.
Tattoo's a big one.
Tattoo's a big one.
I'd rather get a tattoo somewhere you can't see them. Sit in front of a camera and 3 dudes wear a dress.
Like if I probably felt really good about something, I would probably just say $100. Nothing else would come out of my mouth. I'd be like $100.
All right. Well, forget. You hurt my
No,
feelings.
we appreciate it.
You're
We
hurting my
appreciate it.
feelings
We
now. So
appreciate
you know what? I don't know. I saw the numbers, guys. I see your numbers. I said, hey, they need content.
No, what's more important is you're a firm
one.
believer in your team. That's the more important thing.
I'm just happy to learn from this conversation that people will listen to this. So that's
Yeah,
good.
I had multiple people. I had people that I didn't think would even check out. Even my friends when I'd send them the link and everything. Sunday night. Can't wait to see you in a dress, buddy.
Nice.
I'm getting texts from people I haven't talked to in a couple weeks, a month or so.
This is the
hey,
one.
Can't wait for Friday. Are you kidding me?
And you got 3 dresses. This is dress number 2.
I don't know, dude. This is pretty tight, though. I don't know if dress number 3 is going to fit me. We'll see.
All right.
Let's get to the picks.
I'm not even starting.
let's just get to-
I'll use all of that. I'm not even going to do the intro again for this segment.
West Industry Athletics.
No, we're
everyone.
not going back there. I'm not going back there. All right, so divisional round. We've got 4 games, 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday. We're changing up the format a little bit about how we make the picks, and I really like this idea. I think we should move it into next year. So we're going to pick all 4 games. Everyone has the option to pick the side or the over-under, money line, and we'll just go game by game. We'll go with the first game first and run it right through.
Go in time order.
All right. I'm going first because, 4 and 3 and 1. So the first game, Saturday, 4 o'clock-ish start. The Bengals are going to Tennessee. Tennessee is 3.5-point favorites. The total's 47. I hate that. I just decided that we were going to go game by game because I was not going to pick this game first.
Well, you could switch.
This one's
You
tough.
want to take the next game? I'll take this game.
I could even
No.
go first on this game.
No.
Okay.
Because I don't like the next game.
It's funny because that's the one I want to take.
So switch.
All right, we'll switch. All right, so I'll get it out of the way. Saturday night. This is great radio.
I'll just go first.
Okay, all right.
All right, you ready? This one's super easy.
Guys, this last 3 weeks, I missed 2 weeks. I'm fucking just getting back in the groove. We've only been doing this for 25 weeks.
Let me take over, all right, for a second.
You switch seats?
No, I like this seat much better.
Put a dress on.
I got an extra one.
It's pretty crazy. I feel like, especially this weekend that just passed with the over-unders and them being so close, I feel like Vegas is on right now, and I think this 3.5 is pretty damn good. It's a solid line. I'm blatantly going with the better coach on this game. I'm going Tennessee. I'm not getting all up in the hoopla of the Bengals and, how young and good they are. I think they made their run. They made an impression. They beat the team they should have beat. I think they're going to go to Tennessee if Tennessee has a little bit of Derrick Henry. If they have 50% of Derrick Henry, their running game was still good without him. They'll have both their wide receivers, Brown and Julio. As long as Tannehill doesn't throw 2 picks, I'm going Tennessee. Why are we laughing at me? Why are we laughing at me?
You just sometimes you butcher names and it's
What did I say?
You
That
and I
was-
look at each
called
other.
Him, well, you said Tannenhill, but
what
what
the
got
fuck?
me earlier is
I mean,
I kind of
Jesus.
caught this is he said he called Joe Burrow Joe Burrows.
Yeah, twice.
You could all go fuck yourself.
No, it's funny.
Burrows.
You're like Mr. LaFleur. with names.
60% winner over here.
That's all you
All
gotta
right.
say. That's all you gotta say.
60% winner over here. I'm going with the better coach. I think they're going to take care of business in Tennessee. I don't know how far they're going to go, but I'm going to go with the 3.5
Good analysis.
You also say under is very creepy.
under.
Unders.
Under.
When you say
Unders.
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 All right, AJ, you taking
So
the
like you
same?
say underpants.
Absolutely not. We are going Cincinnati plus 3.5. Sprinkle
ride the
on that
train.
Cincinnati money line because last time I was on the show and I did that, Cincinnati blew Baltimore out, and I think the Titans are a really good team. Are they worthy of a 1 seed? I don't think so. I think that Burrow and that Jamar Chase and that T. Higgins connection is too much for a team led by Ryan Tannehill. And I think he's a great, serviceable.
Are we laughing again? Because he's in
said
a
it
dress?
right.
Did I say it right? Oh, I
Yeah.
got nervous for a second. Okay.
Tannehill.
It sounded like you were like put an exclamation point.
Tannehill.
Cojito.
Cojitos.
He said
Screw you
he
guys.
looked directly at you and he was like, Tannehill.
No, yeah, I think the Titans are, especially if that Burrow, Chase, Higgins, Tyler Boyd connection is working, because I think the Titans are going to be able to stop that, stop Mixon, stop the run game. They've proven they can do that. I think if Tannehill has to go head to head, air yards, where we're talking about passing here, you get both your wide receivers back, but Julio hasn't looked the same. He's getting old. A.J. Brown can't figure out his stomach. And I just don't think that Ryan Tannehill is a Super Bowl winning quarterback or a quarterback you could take deep into a playoff run.
Just want to say you're going to have to bet every game that I have, and you're 0-2 against me head to head. So that's all right.
All right, well, here we go.
Wow.
Okay, getting chippy.
If he's wearing a dress, I'm going to treat him like a bitch.
You want to put a dress on that next week? How about we make this the
No,
dress
I
game?
definitely don't.
No?
I definitely don't have that much faith in them.
Dress game. Now it's like a thing. Like Big Cat, he's got his thing. He's
That's
like, he's got
pinky
game
bet.
of the year and he's
Yeah.
got whale plays. Now this guy's got
Game of the
his
year,
thing.
he's got pinky bets,
his
whale
thing- yeah.
plays.
His thing is
He's got system plays now, too.
his thing is dress bets. I can't believe I'm going to do this. All I've been saying is how much I love the Titans. They're getting all of their weapons back, everything. I'm with you on the coach because that weighed heavily in my mind. I'm with AJ on this one. There's something about what's happening with the Bengals, and I want to be a part of it. I want to ride it. I want to ride fucking.
You like to ride.
I want to ride Joe Burrows.
You like to.
I want to fucking see what kind of sunglasses he's pulling out this week.
Me wearing a dress is not the gayest thing that's happened on this podcast this week now. Thank you.
You want to bet?
I can't believe you made your pick before Trip,
I
and
know.
he totally let you skip over him.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
great.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't have the same pick as you. So yeah, I just like the Bengals in this one. I'm not going to take the money line. I'll take the hook. I'll take the 3.5. I just think the Bengals are going to get better. Like I was worried about them last week because they had the opportunity to put the Raiders away often. They got in the red zone. They took field goals, and I was fucking sweating my balls off about that game. I was terrified. But I just think they're going to get better. They're just, the offense is high powered. The swagger of Joe Burrows, unbelievable. I love what he said after the game too. They were celebrating the win at the end of the season. He's like, we got more work to do. It's
Yeah,
not
of
that. I'm
course.
just gonna put the shades on and I'm gonna fucking play it out. So I'm taking the Bengals in the 3.5 in this game.
Okay, the Titans are finally completely healthy, whole entire team. Joe Burrow is playing in his second playoff game ever. Quarterbacks in their first 1 or 2 playoff games, rookie quarterbacks, aren't great in the playoffs. However, Bengals are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games against the Titans. 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games on the road. They can't put anybody away when they go up on them. They don't have that killer instinct. You watch the Bills, the Bucks, Packers. When they got teams beat, they beat them, they finish the game. That's what good teams do. The Bengals aren't there yet. However, Ryan Tannehill is the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans. Don't trust that guy either.
Let's go.
I'm taking under. I'm going under 47 in this game. I think they keep it close. I don't think the Titans don't have an explosive offense. They're going to try ball control.
Yep.
The Bengals are going to try to match that. I have a feeling Vrabel is going to say, you're not getting big play against us. You're going to have to dink and dime your way to a victory. I do like the Bengals to cover because of the hook, especially because of the half a point there at 3.5. But my official bet's going to be under 47.
I like that bet.
Nice tight game.
I like
What are your
that bet.
thoughts? What are your thoughts on Bengals money line?
No,
I think it's a
yeah.
field goal game.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could get that 3.5 because it ain't gonna stay there.
I've already put in a bet on the Titans money line.
Okay.
I already put that in.
All right.
So that
It's a
and
great.
then-
It's a great hook, and it's the only game this week that the 2 teams haven't played each other this year.
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
There was one game last week too.
Yeah. Saturday night game, Lambeau Field, the Packers and the Niners. This is going to be the one where, like, let's just get this one out of the way. I love the Niners last week up against the Cowboys, and then I watched them play the Cowboys, and I do not love the Niners anymore. Worried about the quarterback. Bosa's out. Who knows if he's coming back? The coach made some very questionable decisions. Rodgers versus Garoppolo. I mean, do you need to say anything more? The Niners going into Lambeau. The coaching matchup, still a lot to prove on both sides, LaFleur and Shanahan, but I can't see the Niners going into Green Bay and winning again on the road. I'm taking the Packers -5.5. I think they win by at least a touchdown.
I agree completely. This game, I was going back and forth with the over or taking the under and going with the line. This was one of the first games I looked at. Yeah, it's 5.5, right? Yep. 5.5, but just like you said, it's Rodgers versus Garoppolo. Garoppolo almost threw that game away. It's not going to be as cold. I just saw it's negative like 7 degrees the next 4 days, but it's going to be 21 to 10 degrees, but they're calling for snow, so I don't want to touch the over-under. I'm going Green Bay, 5.5. They're the better team. I think they take San Francisco home, and I don't even know if Nick Bosa is going to play. If he doesn't play, that's a big deal. He might, but I think that's a big deal.
What scares me though is the Packers can't stop the run. That's the thing that scares me a little bit in that. But if it's going to be snowing, they're going to run the ball a lot. But I can't bring myself to pick the Niners over.
San Francisco's going to take time off the clock.
Yeah,
they're definitely going to take time off the clock. That's why I was nervous about that. But I don't know. I just think Rodgers. There's no real stopping him. I think the last game was like. I think they beat him. They only beat him by 2. It was like 30-28 or something like that. But it was, I don't know. I just think Rodgers is he's on a mission this year. He's completely on a mission this year. So I'm happy to take them.
What about that narrative that's out there that he's going to boycott the Super Bowl if they get there?
Dumbest thing in the world.
What is that
Not
narrative? That's real?
Yeah.
He's gonna he wants to
Told
protest
Jordan
the
Love to get
NFL
ready.
COVID protocols.
He shot that down immediately.
I know.
That was Boomer Esiason that
How
came
come
out
you
with
guys
this.
didn't answer my text? Was there an announcement that nobody has to wear masks anymore on the sideline?
I don't know.
Didn't you think that was weird?
I don't really pay attention.
Also,
Yeah,
have you noticed that no one's tested positive for COVID since
Because
the playoffs
it's
have
gone.
started?
Everybody
because
had
they
it.
don't- Well, also because they don't want to lose anyone. They don't want to lose ratings.
I just thought it was super weird that not one person was wearing a mask.
I thought you were kidding.
No, I was
Yeah, I
serious.
didn't-
I don't really pay
Seriously.
attention to
Andy Reid wore that shield most of the year, and it was fucking gone. It was,
Shield's
it was
awesome.
gone.
Andy Reid is so cool. I'm so happy he let us borrow his shirt today for the show. That's awesome.
All right, who you got?
I'm taking the Green Bay Packers -5.5. The reasons for that are Packers 7-2, straight up 6-3 against the spread in their last 9 as playoff favorites. Packers are 14-1 straight up in the last 15 games at home, 17-6 against the spread in the last 23. Those are fucking ridiculous numbers. Aaron Rodgers at home against the spread is awesome. The Niners are 2-9 straight up in their last 11 games at Green Bay. Yeah, it probably doesn't matter that much because they don't play often, but David Bakhtiari, Za'Darius Smith, Jair Alexander, Quentin Merciless, all coming back. The Packers are healthy. They're rested. They're ready to go. Aaron Rodgers is 12-5 coming off a first-round bye in the playoffs or a bye week during the season, and Jimmy G can't keep up with him. There's no chance. The 49ers can't put anybody away, just like I said with the Bengals. They were up. They couldn't do it. Rodgers is going to blow them out. He's just going to go on a run. Green Bay Packers -5.5.
I think it's a good take. That's a difference in these two games is Rodgers won't let them.
Right, he's going to get up, and then there's no backdoor cover on Rodgers. He will not allow it.
The Bengals, I'll take my chances with Tannehill. 10-0.
Whoever he is.
Can I use 2 picks on this game? Kind of feeling 2 picks. Well, whatever.
Dress
whatever.
bet.
I'm gonna absolutely go Green Bay -5.5.
Cover
Green Bay
four.
-5.5. It's easy. Sean brought it up. You have Bakhtiari, you have Alexander, you have Za'Darius Smith coming back. They're the healthiest team in the playoffs
Wasn't
right
the
now.
one rule
They're-
that you have to bet on one of each games?
Yeah.
What?
You have to make a bet on at least one of each game.
Yeah, you're right. That
So
doesn't
which
make
one
sense.
are you picking?
I'm taking -5.5
Okay,
right now.
all right.
That's what we're gonna go with. I think this is way too easy of a bet. The Niners almost outcoached themselves against the Cowboys. They tried to let the Cowboys win that game multiple times, and that's not gonna happen with Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully LaFleur. I think this could be a prove-it game for him, but you have the healthiest team in the playoffs. You have arguably the best team in the NFL right now. There's no shot. The Niners. I hate the Niners because last week. Even if they win next
understand.
week, I will bet against the Niners for the rest of my life.
Would you wear a dress next week if the Niners win again?
No, stop.
You know what? There it is. There's my pinky bet. Niners win the Super Bowl. I'll cut my pinky off. Just a tip. Just a tip. You don't need the
Goes
tip of
right
your
to a
pinky. Thank you
pinky.
very much, Big Cat.
We just talked about it. It goes right to a pinky. It goes-
Well, yeah, that's the
I will
pinky bet.
fuck a dude on camera if they lose.
Jesus.
They're recording, right?
We just lost
counts.
fucking Barnes and Nobles as a sponsor.
Oh man, we just got them. We just got them last week.
Also, just saying, me wearing this dress is now the 3rd gayest thing to happen on this podcast.
Third.
He said he would ride Joe Burrow, and he just said he'd fuck a dude on camera.
All right.
It was.
Thank you very much.
It was in essence.
It's all hyperbole.
It was
Kurt,
in
you're
essence.
next.
No, you're up.
Real quick. Who did you like, the over the under? Just real quick.
I was thinking under.
Okay. Me too, because of the weather.
Weather regardless.
I know it's a weak excuse.
All right, next game, AJ. It's all you. Rams, Bucks.
Woo, Rams.
Bucks are
Come on, I picked those guys to go to the Super Bowl.
Bucks are 3.5-point favorites. Obviously, the game's in Tampa. The total's 48.5. What do you got?
Tampa minus 3.5. I think this is a pretty easy one. They played earlier in the season. Yes, the Rams won. Tom Brady threw for 432 yards against them and only 1 touchdown. That doesn't happen again.
He was also
Tom Brady lights
he was
up the
also
stat
the
sheet.
lead rusher in that game for 14 yards.
Yeah. And what's his name? Keyshawn Vaughn. His expanded role in the game against the Eagles wasn't a mistake. You know, I think that was a game to get him some confidence. Now you're waiting on Leonard Fournette to get healthy, but you have this guy in Keyshawn Vaughn who kind of proved he can run the ball. It was the Eagles. The Rams are a lot better. The Rams defense is a lot better. But I think if he can give you something and Tom Brady can dice up that defense like he did earlier in the year, he's not going to throw for... If he throws for 400 yards again, he's not just throwing for 1 touchdown. Easily taken Tampa Bay minus 3.5.
Interesting.
God, do I
it's
want to
Tom
jump
Brady.
in so bad.
I want to jump in so bad.
Go ahead.
Nah, yeah.
This is the one game I have no idea what I'm going to do. I don't. I have no clue. That's what I was hoping you would go, because I'm going to try to talk myself into some bet here. Here's what we do know.
All right, listen. I think the Tampa
Thank
Bay
you.
running back is garbage. I don't think he's going to do anything. It's kind of like the whole McKinnon show. He's not good. If they don't get Fournette back, they're going to be in trouble.
McKinnon, who just had a career day
Stop.
and
With no
beat the
knees.
team.
He doesn't have knees.
And you'll never see him again. So I don't think he'll do anything. What?
Well, they don't have any confidence. I mean, what's the guy's name? Keyshawn Vaughn. I know about this because I had his yard total over. Right?
It's the
Here
new
we go
fantasy.
It's a system there until they get the other guy, until they get Fournette back. It's one. Bernard gets a set of downs. Keyshawn Vaughn gets a set of downs.
Is Fournette going to definitely be back?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. So he's going to have to run it super hard going against Tom Brady.
He only plays every other set of downs. Like, that's the system. It makes no sense to me.
No.
Keyshawn Vaughn was ripping it up, and I know because he fucking almost got the over in like the first first quarter, and then they go to the system where it's Bernard, who's 900 years old.
The Rams defense is going to be on fire this entire playoffs. Stafford is going to be on fire. They have all the weapons. Beckham, Jesus, ODB, the motherfucker. He is at his highest moment in life right now.
About to have a baby.
There's no... Another one?
Yeah.
I'm only kidding. This is the first one. He's at the highest point. He's the happiest he's ever been. It will not last. It'll however it ends, it will end. I don't want to go against Brady. I wanted to pick the over in this game, but you know what? With the hook, 3.5. I mean, I think they'll go money line. I'm not ballsy enough to do it on this show because I want to win my picks and have to keep my percentage. But I am definitely going Rams plus 3.5 into Tampa Bay to take care of Tom Brady, make him work on next year because he'll be back.
I'm with you. I can't believe I'm going to do it, but I'm going to take Matt Stafford over Tom Brady. I'm taking the Rams money line plus I think it's 126 last I saw. I think the Rams win the game outright. They're my Super Bowl pick. It's time for the Tampa Bay run to end.
You doing money line on the show?
Yeah.
You want me to do money line on the show?
No, keep your 3.5.
All right, I'll
please.
keep my 3.5. Fuck you, dick. He wants to be by himself.
I think the Rams
isn't
win
that-
this one outright.
God, I hope they win
Isn't
by
that
2.
your Super Bowl pick too?
What?
Isn't that your Super Bowl pick too?
Yeah,
So then why wouldn't you ride money line then?
that's fine. I'll take the 3.5.
You did it last week.
I'll take the 3.5. It's
Okay.
Tom Brady. Come on.
I think the Bucks. They're old and they keep getting more and more and more banged up. Their offensive line got decimated in the game against the Eagles. Who knows who's playing? I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this, but I'm taking the Rams money
Are you
line.
that nervous
I'm
about it?
terrified of it. But
But you're only terrified because it's Tom Brady. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
I
it.
think Evans just had one of his best games. I don't think he'll repeat
Yeah,
that.
it's Tom Brady doesn't hold a grudge. He never, he always forgets things that happened to him. So like when the Rams won earlier in the season, he probably forgot about that, right?
Yeah.
Probably not going to be pissed off at all.
Long time ago.
I'm terrified. Look at the
Long
quarterbacks.
time
It
ago.
was week 4.
He remembers what happened to him in the first year, the first team that passed over him in the draft. He's like, yeah,
I'm the first one to say he is the greatest quarterback I will ever see.
yeah, okay.
I'm going Rams this week. I
Tom
think
Brady
it's-
had the most passing yards, most passing yards of his career, passing touchdowns of his career too.
I just hope the Rams
He
don't
is on fire.
knock his career to the end. Okay. I just hope the Rams.
I
defense
I
doesn't hurt
don't
him too
see
bad.
I can't see how you could bet against Tom Brady right now.
What scares
Sean
me
still has
is
to go though.
what scares
Sorry.
me is Matt Stafford versus Tom Brady, and then you look at the coaches. Like I love McVay, but I love all of the Bucks coaches.
Yes, they have
I
the
love
best coaches.
Leftwich. I
You
love
like
Todd
Bruce
Bowles.
Arians?
I love Bruce Arians.
I don't love
I
Bruce
love 'em all.
Arians.
I can't wait to see Leftwich as a head coach. There's the opposite of the enemy. Like, I can't wait for
I
him to
kind
be
of
a
can't
head
wait to see Todd Bowles as a coach again. Maybe.
No.
coach. No, I'm good with
Maybe.
that. I'm
Maybe.
good with that.
No, he's terrible head coach.
Yeah, that's sad for you.
I'm good with that one. All right, Trip. Who you got?
This game
Can't hide anymore.
You gotta have.
I know.
somebody.
I hate this
Help
game.
me.
The Bucks, they're 11-1 straight up in the last 12 games at home. Brady has covered more at home than on the road when he's been with Tampa Bay. Loves playing at home there. The Rams are a different team with Akers now. They looked a lot different.
He looked great.
Yeah, and I said it a couple weeks ago. I know we all said it at one point or another. Like, when the Rams are clicking, it's because they're running the ball and they're running play action. That's what's really helping it. And you saw it the other night. Stafford's not great. They should have put up 50 points the other night, and they didn't. They could have, and they didn't. And it fucking makes me nervous. The Bucks look old and beat up, and they're gross, and they have no offense outside of Evans, who's fucking limping through every single game. Brady's pissed off about the Rams, so I don't know which way to go. I love again, 3. I got to go over. I got to go over 48 and a half.
I just hate that it's 48 and a half.
Cop out.
I just hate that it's 48 and a half.
I think if it comes to a track meet, fucking fantastic. Two perfect quarterbacks for a track meet. I think they're going to start off real slow.
Yep.
And then second half you can have right until the halftime. Brady's going to have one of his classic, I got the ball back, I'm going to score right before half, get the ball back at half, which he's done a billion times. He's fucked me so many times by doing that. He's honestly the best I've ever seen at that. The double score. He's going to do it again, and then the second half is going to be a fucking utter track meet. I can't wait for it. I'm going over.
It's the pick I wanted.
I'm going points of Palooza.
I wanted to do the over in that game because it was the right one to do, but I don't know, I'm just behind the Rams right now.
I think I know the Stafford thing's scary too, but like it looked like he was having fun last night. Like, I think he needed to get that win under his belt.
Okay, but now he's going against Brady, and he's going to get choked up and nervous and tight.
But it's not.
He's going against the Bucs defense.
But it's not. It's not like he'll throw 2 interceptions and he'll just throw the game away. It's not like he does that. He'll come back. He could have a 3 touchdown, 2 interception game.
2 interceptions
100%.
against the Bucs and Tom Brady is that's different.
I think
2 interceptions against a mediocre team. Yes, he can come back and the Rams could absolutely still win that game. But if you're throwing 2 interceptions against the Bucs,
they're 3.5 point underdogs.
I think what saves them is Akers.
2 interceptions.
I think having that safety valve, it's a different. They call a different game. You know, like they don't put him in the spot to throw the picks. I mean,
we're forgetting about Sonny Michel too. You had, they have
fantastic.
too.
It's going to be
great.
It's going to be a great game.
Gives him the ball. You got to give him the ball. And as far as the Bucs on offense, like everyone's the defensive pass rush, Aaron Donald. I don't think they're going to get to him. Brady gets rid of the ball so fucking fast. No, they're not. He's going to get rid of the ball.
Their line's banged up. They're going to get to him.
2 hurt.
Points.
Can't wait for the game. It's going to be great.
It's going to be the best game of the weekend.
Last game, Trip, you got to go first, so we're going to have to hear from you again, so hopefully you got a pick on this. I got to go to the bathroom.
How much time do we have?
We got time. We got 5 minutes.
Oh, shit. That's not enough time.
Yeah, it is. We're not stopping.
Okay, I got you. We'll jump right into it. Let's go.
You going to set it up, or you want me to set it up?
I'm going to set it up.
All right.
Buffalo Bills coming off the most impressive playoff victory ever in the history of the NFL. They're going into KC, the defending Super Bowl contenders from the AFC, Super Bowl champs from 2 years ago. The Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs, -2.5, over-under set at 54.5. A lot of fucking points there.
A lot of points.
Chiefs playing 6 straight overs this season. A lot of points. Bills played over 8 straight games as underdogs this year. Over. Every time they were an underdog, they hit the over. That's crazy that they were underdogs 8 times this year.
That is crazy.
However, the Bills have 2 wins all season against playoff teams. When they beat the Chiefs earlier in the season, and they beat New England. 2 wins all year against playoff teams. Finished the year 2-4 against teams with a winning record. 6 wins this season for Buffalo were against teams that had their backup quarterback as the starter in that game.
Wow, you're killing my bet right now.
They have no Tre'Davious White against Kansas City. Kansas City's got their swagger back. Chiefs -2.5, easiest bet of the weekend. Let's go.
That's a fucking
Chiefs.
wow. Easiest bet of the
He's
weekend.
super confident about this
The
one.
Bills are
That's
not
dumb.
that good.
I saw a picture of Stephon Diggs last year when they played each other and the Bills lost, and he watched Kansas City celebrate.
That's
on the field.
adorable.
It is adorable.
I saw that picture too.
You know what?
Yeah.
Bills money line.
Guess what?
They're gonna win this weekend. Bills.
Oh my goodness.
Straight up.
You willing to
they're
bet a
gonna
dress
take
on
them
it?
over. I'm not betting dresses. It's not. That's like the.
I'm just trying to push,
It's like the 11th thing on my list would be betting a dress. I am going Bills money line. Listen, every time they touched the ball last week against Bill Belichick, they scored a fucking touchdown.
Against Steve Belichick.
Yes, KC is back. They look great. super slow start. Let's remember they played 3 quarters. The Steelers didn't score in that first quarter. The Steelers didn't score. The Bills will score when they get the ball.
They were playing the Steelers. They set their alarm clocks for halftime.
Bills are going to take this game money line. That's my pick.
All right. Who got AJ?
It's a scary game.
Dress bet?
This is a scary game.
Dress bet?
Especially with obviously their meeting earlier in the season. It was a shit pumping by the Bills. It's the Chiefs are completely. It was a shit pumping. That's what we're gonna call it. Chiefs are completely different.
That
team.
is now number 1 gayest thing that was said tonight. Shit pumping.
As Sean said, the Chiefs have their swagger back. I kind of don't want to touch the spread. So I'm going to go over at 54.5. I know that's a lot of points. These are some crazy offenses. These quarterbacks just threw for 10 touchdowns combined last weekend against playoff teams.
You'll have fun rooting
That's the playoffs, right?
That's going to be fun.
That's a fun game to root for. If I'm going to have to pick my over-under, I'm taking the over-under. I'm taking the over
touchdowns,
on this
that's
game.
60 points.
Did we have to take
54.5, assuming they have.
I didn't take one.
But
Did we have?
I know.
Okay.
I know. Both teams are firing on all cylinders.
But I'm
right
saying
now.
that you had 2 of the most historic playoff games ever by quarterbacks last week.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say they do it again, 5 touchdowns. Like that's only 60 points. You're assuming like career games again, back to back. I'm just curious.
well, McKinnon's going to get 3.
You don't have to pick an over-under.
McKinnon's going to get 3
Yeah, I
touchdowns
know.
this
But
weekend.
a 31-28 game
It'll
wins
be
me
fun
the over.
That'll be fun to root
So,
for.
I mean, like
just a lot of points.
30 to 25. That's all. That's all it takes. You know what I'm
All it
saying?
takes 1,000,000 touchdowns on each side.
Million touchdowns. It's not even that many touchdowns. Don't worry about it.
No,
okay?
they can make it.
Both teams are ready for fireworks.
And
That's all
listen,
I'm
if
saying.
any 2 teams could do it, these 2 teams could do it.
But also just to sprinkle it in there, Chiefs. If I were to have to pick, Chiefs money line. Chiefs covering the spread.
The big guy. What do you got?
I don't know. I'm not picking this game.
Did you take a couple oxys before you made this pick? Because that's the best way you could do.
Are you going under? Don't do it.
No. I want to take the Bills in this one. I just love the story. I know that's not the right reason to say it, but they're also my AFC Super Bowl pick. Both these teams are just playing on another level right now.
Can I throw a stat at you before you make your pick? Since you said that,
you know that I black out when you start talking about stats.
I know.
Go ahead, hit me.
In the divisional round in modern football, I want to say the last couple of years, 23-12-1 underdogs against the spread. 23-12-1. Go ahead.
I'm staying away from having to take this game because I don't know who to pick. I think it's gonna be an absolute shootout. I'm with AJ. I'm taking the over.
Hey, there we go.
It's a lot of points.
I just think it's gonna be a shootout. McKinnon's gonna get at least 2 touchdowns.
I hope he gets 3.
Singletary had 2 last week. The Bills running games running. We don't need all those passing touchdowns. I see this one going over.
Does anyone check the weather on this game?
No, I did not.
You didn't check
actually.
this weather?
Hannah?
Kansas City. What'd you say?
Can we get a weather girl to go
Yeah,
check
we
the
need a
weather?
weather girl.
I will say I have in futures. I have LA Rams versus KC in the Super Bowl, and I have a bet on LA and Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl. Those are my 2 future bets.
So when the Packers get to the Super Bowl, is that gonna bother you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, boys. If you're ready, 23 degrees at night is the high. It's the high at night. Looking more like anywhere from 10 to 15 during kickoff.
That's fine.
With wind chills closer to 5 degrees. So
That don't
at least
matter.
we're over.
Is it gonna wind?
They're both
It's
cold,
also going to be a clear night.
All right, then
Not
you're
too
fine.
much wind.
Yeah, cold
So it's
doesn't
going to be
matter.
over. Over City, baby. Let's go.
It better
with
be
you.
the fucking best game of the
Dress
week.
bet?
It better be the
Dress
best
bet?
game of the
It's
week.
the last one.
I don't know,
You want to
man.
bet a dress on this one?
That's the last game. I'm so excited about these games. These matchups
It's
are
a
fucking
great
fantastic.
weekend. Except for the Titans. The Titans bore me.
Watch
That's
it.
all right. It's first. It's first.
Thank
you get
God.
it over with right away.
Thank God.
We doing takeout takes with Alyssa?
What?
Are we doing takeout takes?
Yeah, we are.
Absolutely
We're
not.
gonna take out
Yes,
two.
we are.
What?
I don't even have the thing.
Yeah, we are.
What
We're
do you
doing it.
mean?
We're
What are you
getting
talking about?
We have to do it.
We have to do it.
No.
Come on. We have to call Alyssa.
She texted
We know who
us
they're gonna
today.
take.
We still want to talk to her. It's the playoffs, baby.
Playoffs, baby.
Well, you wait. All right. So hit us with the money shots.
Doesn't the Chargers coach look like a number 2 pencil?
What's going on with Donald Trump right now?
Where did Omicron go?
All right, we'll do a takeout takes. Anything
Takeout
else for this
takes.
coming week? Nothing. I mean, I think we said it all.
No, I think we said enough.
All right,
I gotta pee.
coming back with takeout takes.
Let's do it.
All right, we're back. Fucking West Industry Athletics. I don't fucking care
That was
anymore.
heavy.
Oh.
I know.
Okay, anymore.
That's a COVID. It's COVID
No more.
base.
I lost my hearing from COVID.
What are we doing? Takeout takes that I wasn't ever supposed to do again until next season.
Takeout takes, baby. We said it might come back.
Yeah, we did say back.
I wore a dress. You have to do takeout takes.
Holy
Is that really how this works?
I'm gonna hold that over your forever.
That's not how any of this works.
No, it is. I'm gonna pressure you into doing things now because I wore a dress.
I know. He tried 3 times tonight on me to wear a dress.
I've done the coolest and the ballsiest thing here. So
The dumbest.
Coolest.
I don't know about the coolest.
coolest.
While you load up that number, you want to talk about? I think we should do the card game next week.
What do you mean?
I think instead of the off week, the Pro Bowl week, when we were thinking, I think we should get the card game together for the AFC NFC Championship.
Invite Sal.
Sure, if he's got 10 grand from winning on Tampa Bay.
What's the bar? Peanut? Is that the one she works at? The one the KC bar that we're gonna call?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
The Peanut.
I'm with you, but it's just like that's an aggressive
2%.
1 week away.
Okay.
So the idea is we're gonna have a poker game here. We have none of the equipment or anything that's needed.
I
for
got
the poker
solid chips.
game. One thing.
Brand new chips from Christmas from my dad.
One set of chips.
Is there?
No.
two-
A real
I can get
nice
you another
of
set of chips.
Like, okay,
Real nice set of
I have 2 sets of chips, but that's not enough.
Yeah, but you also. Don't
We're
have-
only gonna get like 10 people.
Okay, I have a table.
You have
Yeah,
a
we need
table?
that.
Yeah.
What the fuck? He's got a table.
I
How many
didn't
spots
ask.
do you
I'm
have
just
on the
finding
table?
something out.
So a 10-person table. It's
10-person
that,
table.
okay.
Boom.
not a
That's
big
it.
table.
Anybody else has got to play at the high table in the common area. Make it a tournament. I think we could do it.
Yeah, but not this week. Next week.
100%.
No.
All right.
Well, wait. Next week's not the off week, is it?
I just thought it would be
The other
fun.
thing is he can't do Saturday or Sunday. We got to do Friday.
Oh, okay. All right. I just thought it would be fun to bet while we're playing.
Yeah, I would.
Maybe I guess we'll dabble into NBA. You guys could give me some. You guys could give me some looks at
That
the
hockey.
NBA.
Is there 2 weeks in between the
No,
championship game?
just one.
No, there is.
I think
No.
there-
There's
one
two.
week.
It's not
You mean
one
the
week.
Super Bowl?
Yeah.
1 week.
1 week.
Oh wait, no, yeah. There's not. It's just because week 18. That's why it's now. It's
Yeah,
an
that's
extra week into February.
Everybody's got off on Monday. Do you have off on Monday? It's a national holiday after the Super Bowl.
No.
No?
I've been off for the fucking whole month.
Oh, that's right. You used all your days.
So we got next week. We're having Smitty. Hopefully, if he's get his son out of tennis or something, I don't fucking know. And then
What's
Katie's
tennis?
coming for the Super Bowl. So what do we got? We got next week. We got the Super Bowl, and then we got. I think we should do like a recap after the Super Bowl show.
Okay. I
Right?
thought you were gonna. I thought that was one of the things you were gonna say. We only
Should
got 3
have-
weeks left.
Should have
Look
all
how
of us
fast it
on,
went.
all the guests.
Yeah, we should.
it a
I just
party.
don't really know if we have the capabilities of doing that. I was
Right.
thinking about that.
Yeah.
Or the room in this. Like, I really don't want anybody sitting next to me. You know.
I mean, we could bring him in
Probably
one by
one person
one.
you want sit next to you. That's me and a dress.
Alyssa.
We could bring him in one by one.
Yeah, we could. It's really probably not the time
weird.
to talk through this right now.
Probably not. Good radio.
And then we got to keep it going. I got some ideas. We got March Madness. We got
I'm down for that.
horse racing.
We got
we
some
got
big horse racing coming up
Baseball preview.
You call me in for baseball or basketball, man. March
Not-
Madness specifically.
No dresses. This guy's fucking hard.
No
to say.
dresses anymore.
All right, the peanut.
soon. It's the peanut. There was a certain peanut though, because that's a chain.
Peanut on 64th.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. All right.
I think a dude answered last time. Are you gonna straight up ask for Alyssa, or
No.
do you? No. Okay.
We just
Yeah.
got. We just got to.
My bet right
got
here.
you.
I'm gonna bet $5. She has COVID.
Also,
She's
you
out.
gotta get out of here. You can't be.
What is
are
this
you
guy doing
to me?
over
Hit the
here?
wrong button.
This guy's on Instagram right now, trying to
right, here
record
we
a
go.
damn podcast over here.
Here we go.
What are we doing?
Wait, what's the line? Who are they playing?
Thanks for calling Peanuts on 64th Street. How can I help you?
The Chiefs are playing the Bills this weekend. They're 2.5-point favorites. You think they're going to win?
If I go with my heart or my head?
Your head. 2.5
I think it's gonna be
points.
closer than. I don't know.
We're gonna put $100 on what you pick.
I'm rooting for the Bills. That's the problem.
Oh! This isn't Alyssa, is it?
No.
Oh, so we do a podcast. We do a podcast up in New York where we call the Sunday night football games hometown every week, and we've talked to Alyssa
Yeah.
over there like 2 or 3 times, and she always picks the Chiefs. But we love that you're taking the Bills.
No, I'm a Boston girl, so if you beat my Patriots, I want you to
Oh,
go ahead
I
and
just
go
heard
to
her
the
say
Super Bowl.
Boston.
All right, that's cool. We like that.
Is Alyssa working?
No.
We can get her opinion.
How are the wings over there at Peanut?
They're amazing.
All right.
They're huge.
Oh,
What
yes.
made you move to Kansas City?
Don't family issues.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a different
show.
podcast. We don't do that here.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. All right, thanks for the pick. We appreciate it, and we love the Bills. Go Bills.
I can't believe believe she picked the Bills.
I love it.
What a twist at the end of the year that this takeout takes. This girl answered the phone from Boston.
I love nice people.
Yeah, nice people in there. I'm surprised that you love nice people. I feel like you're done with people.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
It's messed up.
I can't believe she picked the Bills.
Me neither, but she did.
Wow. Now I'm kind of nervous about
I
my
think
pick.
that's
Should
it.
I be nervous? What was Takeout Takes record?
They were.
It depends what week it was.
Depends on how many times I counted their bets.
When you pick Dallas, you get 2 picks.
Wow, that was great.
That was good.
That was great.
I'm never doing that again for the rest of the year.
All right. You got to bring it back a little bit
Super
next year.
Bowl at least.
It is Sunday night game.
Super Bowl at least. You're right. It will be back in 2 weeks.
If it's KC, we'll call again.
We can call
If they're the late game for the championship weekend, and if I'll keep going back.
I think
But
have
we
to
can
do
call
Super
we
Till
can
we
call
get
the
a list.
we can call LA assuming the Super Bowl's in LA. We'll call LA for the Super Bowl.
No,
doesn't have to be a home
because we've
team.
had a great track record with calling LA.
Yeah, it's like, hey, the Super Bowl's coming. Your town is being invaded
They'd be
by
like,
people.
What?
Do you know why?
Yeah, like,
You're gonna end up with an
the
aspiring
traffic is
actor.
really bad this week. That's what they're gonna say. The 405 is so fucked.
I hope these games live up to what they were because last week was a little bit of a disappointment.
Where's everybody watching this weekend? This guy's gonna be working. I'm coming back to the fucking Cabo Bar. this
I'm
weekend.
dying to go to the Kava Bar for
You
a
should come.
fucking kratom.
Meet us there Saturday.
And a little
I'm gonna be
bit-
there Saturday.
I work Sunday mornings too. What time's the first game on Sunday? Not till like 3.
I am
right?
not going to be there this weekend.
What?
The whole weekend?
The whole weekend.
What, you got a baby to watch?
I will be in Walt Disney World this weekend.
What
No.
the hell
Yeah.
is going
Wow,
on?
I can't believe you told us this.
Wow.
Fucking
All right,
destroy
so
you
we're not
now.
going to the Kava Bar now.
Ah, we should all go to Walt Disney World.
Listen, I got an Airbnb. It's huge.
I can't
I got
believe-
rooms. I got fucking beds at the ass.
You're going to be miserable there
No,
looking at your phone the whole time.
I'll tell you that I booked this like 2 months ago. I completely forgot about the NFL
Oh my
playoffs.
God.
And it as I paid for it, as I was doing this thing, it's leading up. One of the guys at the bar this weekend, he goes, "Hey, I can't fucking believe you're gonna be in Disney for the playoff games." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "The divisional round. Like you've been saying forever, as long as I've known you, you've told me the divisional round is the greatest weekend of sports."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You're gonna be in Disney." I was like, "No, I'm going to Disney this weekend." He goes, "That's the divisional round, stupid. You're gonna be walking around this fucking park like an asshole."
What a family man.
That's amazing.
Oh no! I will watch every one of those games.
No way.
You're not
when do
watching
you
a
leave?
bit of that.
Want to bet?
When do you leave?
Friday afternoon. Friday
you
morning.
better
actually.
don't forget a single goddamn bet, parlay, whatever it is, because you're in Florida.
Biggest
Can't go on
question.
FanDuel there.
Oh,
point.
look at you.
You better
No
start
FanDuel.
throwing in your I'm just kidding.
No
You need a
FanDuel.
proxy?
I'm gonna text you a reminder if you
Oh
need.
yeah.
You better throw in every goddamn
I'm gonna
Transfer
be
me
on
some money.
parlay. Yeah, I'm gonna be on the phone with him with JK more than anybody else he fancies.
Last question. Are you getting the fast pass?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get a lightsaber?
It's the only way to go.
I have.
I already have a
no, wait.
lightsaber.
I have.
What
I
kind
have
of
one
question is
question.
that?
I have one
Fuck
question.
Star Wars.
I do have one question.
Go ahead.
If you go to the Harry Potter world,
Yeah, I am.
if you could give me a little
Harry
FaceTime
Potter
call or
world?
something, I would love a wand. If you could buy me a wand.
All right, this is West Industry Athletics. We'll see you next week. West semifinals.
Give me a one. First of all, if you
Take
go
it
to,
deep.
if you go to
Thanks for having me, guys. It's a great season.
if you go to Harry Potter Land, you're out of your mind.
Why? Whoa! Why?
You can't be a graduate from fucking under 2000 and go to a Harry Potter fucking land, all right?
Guys are fucking.
Go for me. Hey, it's my birthday on Wednesday. You
He's
gotta
gonna-
give me something.
He's gonna hit Twilight Zone, Twilight Land on the way home.
It's crazy how serious he said. I need a fucking wand.
Be it for real. Hey, man, it's my birthday
Fucking
on Wednesday.
Hogwarts? You kidding
if
me?
you really love me, Sean, you'll buy me a Harry Potter one. Okay?
When the guy sells me the wand, I'm like, this is for my buddy who wears a dress.
You can show him pictures,
Holy
videos, as
shit.
long as you bring me something back.
Sure.
Oh my
Okay.
God!
All right,
First
before we
down
go,
dogs.
AJ, I got one question for you.
Yes,
team,
sir.
What team are you? Team Slytherin?
No, I'm Gryffindor. Come on. Maybe we'll even go Hufflepuff here,
I
okay?
am so happy. I don't know what that means.
Good night.
No idea.
Thanks for having me, guys. It was a lot of fun this season.
First down, dog.